Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing a weekly grocery haul with you guys. I know you guys love these and you guys have been asking for them because I really haven't done one in quite a while, but I'm actually kind of filming it a little bit differently and setting it up a little bit differently because I feel like if I do it this way, it actually might end up making it a little bit easier for me to film them more often for you guys. So definitely let me know if you guys end up liking this, and if you do, if you guys would like to see it this way filmed more often on my channel, because as I said, it has been a while since I filmed one of these. So let's go ahead and get into what we are having for meals this week. So on Monday we are having a veggie stir fry, Tuesday will be chili, Wednesday is bow tie pasta, Thursday is leftovers, Friday is pizza and movie night, Saturday will be grilled chicken, and Sunday will be a cauliflower soup. So if there are any of those recipes that have not been made into videos yet, definitely leave me a comment letting me know which ones, and I could try and film those for you guys. And then also a lot of them have already been made into videos, so definitely check the Cook With Me playlist, and I will leave that up here for you guys as well as in the description box. You can definitely go check that out and get some different meal ideas. So let's go ahead and get on into what we got at Winco this week. So the first thing that we picked up is some of this spinach. This is just organic baby spinach, and I love getting this. I usually like to get it at Costco, but when I don't make it to Costco or we run out before then, which always happens, I do like to get it at Winco. It's not too much pricier, and we usually put these into our smoothies. One quick tip is if you don't feel like you are going to use this much, but it is like the best deal to get it this way in like a big bin, then you can actually go ahead and stick it into your freezer and then just pull it out if you're going to be using it for smoothies or soups or anything like that where you're not just going to be eating it fresh, and it will stay good for a really, really long time. The next thing I picked up is this bin of spring mix. I usually like to add this into like our romaine lettuce that we chop up ourselves, and then have this for salads and things like that throughout the week. The next thing I got is a big bag of red potatoes. This just sounded really good to go ahead and like roast some up throughout the week. So it's not for any like specific meal, but I know we will have it with dinner sometime, and then also maybe even like for lunch or like with lunches or just for a snack, because roasted potatoes are super delicious. The next thing I got is just a carton of 18 eggs, and the boys and Kyle have actually been asking for eggs for breakfast, so I figured I would just go ahead and pick one up. I also picked up a loaf of bread. This one is the Oro Wheat whole grain oat nut bread. And I've gotten this one before, and Kyle actually really, really likes this one as opposed to the one that I usually get. So I just went ahead and got this one mostly for like if I have sandwiches for his lunch instead of the leftovers, or like for Luke or just anyone who wants like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something like that. And then I also got some little clementine oranges. The boys absolutely love these. These are just such a fun snack in our house. They were on a really good deal, so I almost ended up getting two, and I kind of think I might end up wanting to go back for another one, but I just decided to get one bag just for now, just so we didn't have any waste. The next thing I got is some packs of blackberries. I actually got 6 of these. They were on sale for like 48 cents each, which is insane. And so I got 6 of them because our boys absolutely love them, and we don't get them too often just because berries are pretty pricey, or fresh berries are. And so we usually kind of end up getting the frozen berries, but whenever these go on sale, we definitely stock up, and these will just be for snacking. And then also, if on the odd chance that we don't actually eat them all when they're fresh and they are starting to go bad, we will just toss them in the freezer and put them into smoothies. I also picked up some grits. These are not like a brand I've ever seen before. I was looking for the Quaker brand. I think that's just what we always get, but I couldn't find them unless if you wanted to get like the instant grits. But I personally love grits. I don't know why. They're just really good as opposed to like cream of wheat. I just love the grits, and my mom like grew up in the South sometimes, and so did my grandma and stuff, and so I think that's kind of why I like them, because I grew up having them. But a lot of the people like from Montana, where we are from, just don't even know about what grits are. So if you are from the South, or if you're not, if you know about grits, then let me know in the comments, because I feel like everyone's always like, what are grits? And they are super, super, super good. I also picked up a can of crushed tomatoes, and this is just going to be going into our chili. So if you've watched my videos before, you know that I usually shop at Winco, and they actually have an amazing bulk section. So when I have the opportunity, I usually like to try and buy from the bulk section as much as I can, because I find that it's either cheaper or I can get like just the exact amount that I'm kind of wanting. So I went ahead and picked up some brown sugar because we were almost out, and that way I can just have it on hand and I don't have to make extra trips to the grocery store when I happen to need it. I also got a ton of rice from the bulk section. I feel like we've been starting to run out of rice a little bit more than usual lately, and so I just wanted to go ahead and kind of stock up and get a good bit of rice right now, and I believe this is just the long grain rice. I also got some celery, and this will just be going into our chili. We are about out of cereal, so I also picked up a big box of corn Chex and rice Chex. This is one of our favorite combos. A lot of times we will end up mixing them all together. So if we were having super busy mornings, we can just go ahead and have some cereal. I also got one red bell pepper, and this will be going into our chili. And I got a green bell pepper for our chili as well. The next thing I got is just a big bunch of kale. And I will probably just be putting these into smoothies. This is my favorite way to use it, just especially with the kids, because you can put a lot of greens in smoothies and really kind of cover up the taste of the greens with all the fruit. So this is definitely going to be going into our smoothies. And then also another tip with this is kind of the same with the spinach, but if you just go ahead and take the stem off the kale, you can just do the same thing and put it into a bag and then put it in the freezer, and it's good to go. And there's not as much of like an urgency to use it right away because it is frozen, so it will last way longer. The next thing I got is a big package of chicken breast, and this is going to be going for our grilled chicken that we're having this week, and then also our bow tie pasta meal. And the rest I will just go ahead and freeze and then save it for a future meal. And then I also picked up 2 cans of diced tomatoes. This one just has with Italian herbs in it. So I thought this would be really good to put into like any type of Italian dish, like pastas or soups or anything like that. And I'm about out of tomatoes, like diced tomatoes, and I'm not making it to Costco right away. And I also just picked up 2 of the plain diced tomatoes. These are the ones that, as I said, I usually do pick these up at Costco because I feel like they are quite a bit cheaper, or at least a little bit cheaper at Costco, and they're just really convenient to get like a ton of them all at once in one box. But as I said, I am not making it to Costco in like the super near future, and I definitely need some because I realized I was out the other night and it was a pretty big bummer. So I went ahead and got 2 of these, and that will last me until next week, and then I will probably either pick up more at Winco or I might end up going to Costco. I'm not sure yet. I also got a big head of cauliflower. This is going to be going into our cauliflower soup that we're having this Sunday, and I am super excited about it because this soup is so delicious. It's super good. Everyone in our family loves it. If you guys have not checked out that recipe, I will link it up here for you guys because it's seriously so delicious. The next thing I picked up is just some graham crackers. The boys really love it when I get these, and I usually like to try and have like 1 or maybe 2 little snacks that aren't just fruits and vegetables. That gives them a little bit more of a variety, and they really like these, as I said, so I went ahead and picked some up. The next thing I got is just some frozen broccoli florets, and I love to have like frozen veggies and things like that for a quick side with dinner if I don't have something else planned. And I found out this week that I am actually running pretty low on some of our frozen veggies, so I wanted to go ahead and restock a little bit. And then I picked up some frozen green beans, and this will be going into our bow tie pasta. I've actually shared a recipe on this one, so I will link it up here. I think I didn't call it bow tie pasta whenever I shared it. I think I just called it like chicken and green bean pasta to kind of describe it better. But growing up, we always just called it bow tie pasta, so that's usually what I have it on our letterboard or on our menu board as, but that is the recipe that we were making this week. I also got 2 bunches of bananas because it is just not one of my hauls if I don't have bananas in it, and we are completely out of bananas in our freezer and also fresh, so I probably should have gotten another bunch, but that's okay. But we use bananas all the time. We just snack on them. We make banana ice cream with them. We put them to smoothies. So we definitely go through our bananas. And I do have a few smoothie recipes as well as like our banana ice cream and banana bread and things like that. So if you are looking for some banana recipes and different ways to use your bananas, definitely check those out. I will try and link them down below for you guys. I also got 3 zucchinis. Now I don't really have like a specific recipe to put these in. I will probably end up putting them in our chili, and then I'll probably end up sauteing some and just having them on the side with one of our meals this week. The next thing I picked up are 2 cucumbers, and these are going to be going into some smoothies and also just chopping them up and eating them with buffalo sauce because that's super delicious. I grabbed a pack of these seasoned fries. These are just really nice to have on hand when I don't feel like chopping up fresh potatoes and making fries that way. I can just go ahead and toss these into our oven, and it's like a really quick snack. I also picked up some turkey lunch meat, and this will be going into Kyle's lunches whenever we do not have leftovers for him. And also to go in his sandwiches, I just got a few slices of Colby Jack cheese. The next thing I picked up is some carrot chips. I love getting these. I've kind of been obsessed with getting them lately just because they are so convenient. We usually do prefer like fresh carrots, just the taste and everything is so much better for us, but these have been so convenient just to like pop in lunches or just have a snack with some hummus or something. So I went ahead and got another bag of these, and we actually still have some whole carrots in our fridge, so I didn't need to pick up any of those today. I also got a ton of Gala apples. These were on a really good sale. I feel like they've been on a really pretty good sale for months and months at our grocery store, so we've been loving it because we usually try and eat like an apple a day, it seems, so we definitely go through them. And also, just a quick tip, I always get questions about these little bags whenever I share my grocery hauls. So these are actually laundry mesh bags that I got from the Dollar Tree. They are 3 for $1, so super inexpensive. They are honestly not the best quality, like the zippers are broken on a lot of them, but they work totally fine for me. And if you're trying to go a little bit more green and like reusable, but on a budget, these are definitely a really good option. So the very last thing that I picked up is some almond milk. This is just the unsweetened almond milk. It's not vanilla or anything, it's just the plain. And I just like to put these in, especially when we are baking something or making like pancakes or something like that. I like to use the almond milk versus either the oat milk that I make or rice milk. So today at Winco, we spent $80.71. So I was really happy with everything we picked up. I felt like we got a lot of food and for a really good price. I usually try and stick to between like $70 and $80 or around that for every week. And then I also spend about $150 or so at Costco once a month usually. So that is usually what we kind of stick to. The last several months, as I've said a few times on my channel, have been really busy for us and kind of crazy. So we've kind of like swayed from that here and there. Like I just recently had a really large Costco haul. I will link that up here if you guys haven't seen it. But I usually try and stick to that budget because that is just how I think we can kind of stretch our money that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a big thumbs up if you did. And do not forget to subscribe down below if you are not already. And also head over to Instagram and follow me over there as well. And I will see you guys in my next one.